Hi guys, I'm back, and as you can see I have the Hallow Center Geode in front of me. I really haven't worked on this much since the last video, I don't think. I kind of don't remember what the last video was. So let's do a quick review. This is the one that I actually cut out the center of the canvas. There's foam core board behind that so that I glued the canvas to. Then I cut out the canvas, and what I've got here, pretty standard, glitter stones, resin. These up here are still loose, as are the ones across the top. There's a few I added here, and I added a few down here. I just decided it needed some more crushed glass, so I've added those. I've also decided, guys, I don't care for this chunky glitter. I think there's too much of it, and I just don't like the way it looks. Also not particularly happy with this whole thing going on here. So the goal today is to try to do something different with it. I'm just not happy with it the way it looks. So what I'm going to tackle first is I'm going to mix up some glitter. And I want some, I like that one really well. This is a Wow glitter. Doesn't say what color it is on it. But we are going to put a whole bunch of this glitter into this resin. See? Bunches of it. I'm going to stir that up and get it thick. And I think that's a tip that I picked up from, not completely sure, but I think Tam over at Tam's Creative Corner does this. Look at that, I put the whole thing in there. It's empty. To get your resin really thick right off the bat, just load it with glitter and it will thicken it up. You can see that's just a gorgeous color. I do think I want to add a little bit of a lighter shade to it. What have I got over here? How about this one? There we go. That'll make it. So I do want to add some. A lot of times I blend my glitters just like this. I'll pick two colors, use the majority of one color, and add in a second color, either a little lighter or a little darker. And a lot of that honestly just depends on the mood I'm in. So that's nice and thick. I don't know that it's quite as thick as I want it. I think I want it thicker, so I'm going to set this aside. And we are going to work on this area first. And I'm kind of perplexed what to do with this. I'm really not sure, so instead let's go up here with some clear. This is just clear glitter, just plain old glitter. And I actually do think I want to add a little something to that. Where is my alcohol ink? Hang on, guys. Shake that up a little. This is my alcohol ink in Aquamarine. So that's the Aquamarine there. And I like that, but it's not quite the right shade. If you look, it's close, but no cigar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab acrylic paint and just add a couple of drops. And this color is called Caribbean. It's not going to take much to change that. Just want a little. See, it's already It's already a bluer blue. I think I'm going to add just a couple of more drops in there. And that's literally, guys, just 2 actual drops. So in that resin, along with my mica ink, I added 4 drops of acrylic paint. I don't want to add too much paint because I want to keep it shiny and pearlescent like it is. Okay, I like that. So now we're going to take this, and I want to pour this right along here, and I'm going to cover up that crushed glass that I added. I'm going to put it right on there. Okay, just like that. And I'm going to take my torch before I do anything else. Get those bubbles out of there. And there my tape's smoking again. Guys, I set more tape on fire than you can even imagine. There's my skewer again. There we go. And then on this side, I like this color. I don't want to change it, but I want that to kind of blend out in both directions, both below that line and above that line. So there I've just got some clear. I'm going to just put that above, just like that. And I'm also going to put it in this area. And I want to be careful not to get too much. I just want a teeny tiny little bit, actually. Like that. Grab. I'm going to use my popsicle stick to move that around just a little and put it where I want it. And this time, instead of my heat gun, instead of my torch, I'm gonna use my heat gun. Okay, and I've got some stones that I added up here, so I also need to put a little clear on those. Because we want to get those fastened down so obviously they don't fall off. I think that goes without saying. And I think I want to put, yeah, I think I want to put just a little more of this, and I'm going to put it on with my popsicle stick so I don't overdo it. I think I want a little there. I think I'd like to have a little bit there. I even think I want just a tiny bit up here. Okay. And back with the heat gun again. think I kind of like that. That looks pretty good to me. You probably can't see it in the video, but it really added a layer of depth between this darker color and this lighter color. It just, you could really see the shadow underneath this color in person. Like I said, you probably can't see it on film, but... And now I've got this, and that's still not thick enough, guys. See, I still want it thicker than that. I think I'm going to add some more glitter just to try to speed it up. So I've added yet more glitter to it. And now you can see, let me show you this. It will literally sit on top of my popsicle stick, and that's what I want. So, like I said, I'm really not caring for this chunky glitter. I don't think it's the right texture at all. I think it's much too coarse for this geode, and I'm not particularly happy with the color. So I'm going to cover up part or most, maybe all of it. Haven't decided on that part yet. We shall see. And I'm just using my popsicle stick again. And again, I want this glitter to really stand up and stay where I want it to stay. And that's why I want to get it as thick as I do, because I really want it to stay where I put it. Okay guys, I waited a little bit because it still wasn't as thick as I wanted it. So now you can see how thick it is. It is way thick, and that's what I wanted. So now we're gonna do this glitter around the center and get rid of part or possibly all of that chunky glitter that's there now. We're gonna cover that up. And this is really going to stand up and dome up for me, just the way I like to see it. And I will probably leave a little of that chunky glitter sticking out, little peaks of it here and there. I like the glitter, it was just too much of it for this particular geode. So I want to do away with at least some of it so that it has a finer texture. So I'm probably going to load this video of this geode, and then the final video or two I'm not going to show until after Robin has received this geode in the mail. I don't want to spoil it for her. I don't want her to see it all done and finished. I will videotape it, and then once I'm sure that she has received the geode and got the surprise she deserves, then I'll load the rest of the videos at that point. So if you're wondering, you start wondering why the videos aren't showing up, that's going to be the deal. And in case you're wondering who Robin is and what that's all about, on my Instagram account, for those of you who might not know, I reached 750 followers here. Oh, I think it's been a couple of weeks now. And I did a giveaway. And Robin is the nice lady who won the giveaway. So for that giveaway, I am doing a custom geode for her. And I actually talked to Robin on the phone. She is so sweet, guys. And this is for her. This geode is hers. So once I know she's received it, then I will load the rest of the videos. And if you don't follow my Instagram account, you can, if you wish, find me on Instagram, also as Poor Girl Art. I use the same handle across all of my social media accounts. And in case that you didn't know, I do sell my geodes. Obviously not this one, this is a gift. But anything you see on my Instagram or my Facebook or here on YouTube, if you're interested in it, just shoot me a direct message. And if it's one that is for sale, which honestly most of them are, I also do commission work. So if you have something special that you would like to have done, I can help you with that. I think I want to cover a little more of that. I think I've got still a little too much showing. So I think we'll add a little bit over here. Now when I do these, guys, especially this glitter that I want to stand up like this, the really high domes, I do not use my heat gun on it. And I'm sure there's bubbles in it, and I don't much care. You're not going to see them because of the glitter. And if I take a heat gun to this, it's going to liquefy this glitter and it's going to fall. It's not going to stand up as high. So I'm not going to do that. And I've got some of this glitter over here that I want to kind of tone down as well. So I'm going to add some of this over here. And you can see how thick that's getting, which for me is a good thing. And I'm going to cover this up, or at least most of it. I just think that chunky glitter was too chunky for this project. I think on a larger canvas, a larger geode, it would be gorgeous. But on this one, it's just a little too overpowering. And somebody asked me the other day how many layers I put on my geodes. And honestly, you guys, I don't keep track. I kind of run under the feeling that they're ugly till they're not. If you know what I mean. When you first start, they're really not that attractive. I mean, they're pretty, but I just keep adding layers until I'm happy with them. So you can still see tiny little bits of that chunky glitter sticking out in some places. Not very much, but I think I'm happy with that now. I think that works. Now, is there any place else I want to add this before I'm done for this layer? I don't believe so. I believe that's it for this layer. Now, I still have loose glass here, guys. If you look here, that's loose. This is all loose. And there's some loose down here as well. And I'm not going to do anything with that right now. That I will deal with in the next layer, because I don't want to add anything liquid, even clear liquid, next to this really thick glitter until it is set up quite a bit more, because I don't want it to bleed and blend and disappear, or just not stand up the way it is right now, because this is just about perfect the way it is here. I am going to cover a little more of that there. Okay, so let me take my camera down. We're going to shut off. Okay, so I want you to see how this stands up. See how far off of that geode that glitter stands, and it will settle down a little bit as it sits and cures. Now we're back in focus. So it will fall a little. It probably won't fall much. It's really, really thick. And there is the, you see there's another burnt tape burn. I'm telling you guys, I burn tape like crazy. I did that getting rid of some air bubbles off camera. So there it is. And we'll be back with more. Thanks, guys.